Hi, I'm Tyra Brownlee. I am a part of the College of Education at Southern University Master's Program for Educational Leadership. Here I am presenting today a technology plan at the elementary level. Okay, so a part of my technology integration plan will be my philosophy for instructional technology, data informed resourcing plan, needs assessment, technology rich curriculum development, an equitable list of technology practices, and a summary. So, a part of my philosophy of education, I said by incorporating technology into teaching practices, educators can create dynamic and interactive lessons that cater to diverse learning styles, addressing equity needs. So, by myself, Tyra DeRay Brownlee. So also a part of this, I go on to say that I feel as though students just need to be motivated in the classroom constantly, especially now in this fast-paced world that we live in. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen that we need continuous training for our educators to adapt these new emerging technologies that we see across the board. Also, the COVID-19 pandemic extenuated and showed us that there is a digital divide. So, to close this gap of that in digital divide, um, instructional technology can be implemented. So, I said that it's not just going to enhance their academic knowledge, but it also will equip the students with essential digital literacy skills that they need for this fast paced, technology filled world. In order to know what we need, we have to put together a plan, and it will be based on data. So, a data informed resourcing plan. At my elementary school, Sharon Hills Elementary, we say that we must provide a safe and free environment that promotes student achievement centered on teaching the whole child. Certain policies may need to be put in place or re evaluated. The data that resulted in the plan here comes from redstickschools.org. Our performance score is actually a D right now, as you can see here in the orange. It also was a D in 2022. Um, so we also see here that based on the students' economic status is very low. So these students are labeled as disadvantaged students. Okay, so some microsystems to implement, and a part of this microsystem is some stakeholders that can come together and collaborate to form different groups throughout the community and initiatives that can help aid to the school and the technology integration. So, first, I have the Parent Teacher Association, the PTA. We already have one, but I believe it needs to be reevaluated, and a set of individuals need to commit to the PTA. Also, a part of that commitment, I just thought it would be nice if there was a teacher collaboration team that's comprised of teachers, the ancillary staff, and also instructional coaches to aid with the teachers also. So, my third idea was, of course, technology integration through this plan and focusing on the standards and how the ISTE standards, which is the integration standards for technology education, and how administrators can provide teachers with professional developments and how to connect those standards and promote continuous learning throughout the school year for the teachers. The next microsystem to reevaluate and not so much implement would be progress monitoring interventions. We have new instructional specialists this year, and I believe that they will do a great job in reevaluating the progress monitoring tactics and strategies that teachers perform within the classroom. Five, we have collaborative fundraising, and this is where the community can collaborate by helping us fundraise for the school in order to afford these technologies. Not much money is allocated to schools such as mine. Therefore, we will have to rely on partnerships throughout the community and community leaders to help us gain a sort of get us back on track with technology advances within the district. Number six would be to align the school-wide PBIS expectations to promote through a technology integrated system, which would be Class Dojo. And at my school, we say we must be respectful, we must be responsible, we must be prepared, and we must be safe. Class Dojo would be used to reinforce that. Okay, so next, a needs assessment would be used to assess the current technology infrastructure at Sharon Hills, and it encompasses just understanding the technologies that is needed at the school. I am relating my concerns with um, the needs that are related to STEM, since I will be the STEM elective teacher next year. So, a few of those would be first to realize or point out that we have some strengths already. The strength that we have already is Chromebook one to one Chromebook access, one to one smartboard access. We have Wi Fi that reaches every single classroom. We also have, that's not on here, but it's a part of technology. The teachers are able to check out tablets whenever they need to implement that within their lessons, also a class set. Also, we have efficient IT outlets that are willing to help us, talk us through things, and also come out to the school to implement new software and replace hardware and such like that. Also, technology innovations. One thing that we will be implementing is the 3D printing, and that's also a reason for us to reevaluate our whole system just to be sure that we are ready for innovations such as 3D printing. Okay, next would be how we improve based on our weaknesses. So we would need to update hardware and software for the STEM lab specifically at Sharon Hills. We are gaining an esports team and we're jumping into STEM with esports. Last year we started an esports initiative and now we are actually ready to implement it. So with that, we need also constant need to repair such things such as Chromebooks and replace the chargers that come along with them. There's a high need for assistive technology also. Um, and with these things that we are implementing, we also need to continue professional development for teachers in order to train them on how to use such technologies, such as the assistive technology, in order to help the students with their assistive technology with questions and such like that. Also, this continuous professional development can provide strategies for using technology in the classroom for the behavior management systems and how to integrate certain standards like computer science standards, digital literacy within their lessons and throughout their lessons to make sure that students are getting an equitable way of learning. All right. So next is our technology-rich curriculum development. At Sharon Hills, like I've said before, I, Ms. Brownlee, will be implementing a STEM class for the third grade through fifth grade students. My responsibility is going to be connecting our current curriculum, which is Amplify, with STEM related things. So, first, I have here Amplify online resources, and they have a plethora of great resources. They have online books that come in the kits, but it's also a digital resource for the students. But if Amplify doesn't have enough things that we need, my job will also be to implement other things and resources that teachers can use, such as the PhET research simulations. They are research based and they come from the University of Colorado, and it's just an extra resource of simulations for the students to interact with. The kids can interact and use this as another way of modeling, and that's another way of aligning the science standards through Amplify with another resource for the students. Amplify has simulations, but this is just another simulation. Then you can see here that the energy is being transferred to the steam. So the kids can expound upon that in their learning. Was Tinkercad, the kids can create their own 3D models, and we know that 3D models are good to engage students and really dive in deeper with the content, such as social studies, not even math or science. They can print out, they can design the artifact, they can actually print out the artifact and then connect with that subject matter even more. To house all of these online resources, I use Google Classroom, and here you see me as a little Bitmoji. Here I have linked in a Bitmoji Classroom. This is what I would use in order to put resources for the kids to interact with and for me to also interact with the kids in a digital way. Down here, we have other little simulations and games that the kids can interact with. Here in the middle, we have the Google Classroom that the kids can go to. Amplify is also here, Epic Reading. So it just houses a plethora of resources for the students. And inside the actual Google Classroom, they can use that Google Classroom to submit their assignments. So here I have a line which is created, a type of crosswalk between the standards, 3D printing, and Amplify. So each grade level, each unit is here at the top in the name of the unit and the standards that's within the Amplify units. Highlighted here, we have different standards that reflect modeling that the students can use. And this is how you would create a crosswalk in between the different resources that I would like to implement within the STEM classroom. Okay, so lastly, we have 10 equitable teaching practices to help students promote digital access and equity for all, which is one of our strengths right here, one-to-one technology, laptops and tablets. Every student has one, and we have tablets available. Investing in the district's technological infrastructure, um, to connect with parents and engage with families, family connectiveness, such as family engagement nights, sending home packets for the parents to work with the students, things of that nature, promoting digital literacy for all students, collaborating with community organizations, such as with fundraising, as I mentioned before, creating a crosswalk tool For standard integration, you can also use, as I stated before, the computer science standards and the ISTE standards as well to integrate technology into your infrastructure and your school. Collaboration between teachers and parents, such as through Class Dojo, as I mentioned before, but building upon that in different ways for you to connect with parents. Accommodating students with different learning styles, because not every kid can just sit there and just listen to a teacher talk. Speaking of teachers talking, investing in those teachers talking through professional developments, and also for administrators too, to keep them up to date and abreast on everything that's happening within education and innovations in technology. And lastly, accommodating students with various disabilities, such as with the excessive assistive technology, as I mentioned before. So here I just leave you with a quote from Obama. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. And this just goes into, again, with the students, we are shaping the students for not our world that we grew up in, but a world of tomorrow. So through technology, we can prepare those students. In conclusion, promoting digital access and equity is essential for promoting a more inclusive and fair digital landscape by implementing strategies such as investing in the infrastructure, providing digital programs, and fostering community partnerships, supporting the parents at home, and we can work together. We all can work together to create a more digital future for all. By embracing the power of technology in education, teachers can empower their students to thrive and succeed regardless of their preferred learning style, disability, race, age, economic status. Thank you.